It's a dog eat dog world, and I'm here to devour, as you should too. We're talking about all these talks about equality, protesting, power sharing, but let's be real here. Do you think the powers that be will end up giving some of their power away just because we protested long enough? Just because we complained long enough? Nah, let's take a step back, plan, and dominate. See, I'm one for adaptation. I'm not one to fight reality. I fight things that are unjust through my eyes, because what's just to one man's eyes could be unjust to another. We would all never be on the same page just because we're all individuals. Two individuals should not be able to think alike. We have similarities, but we also have differences. No two people are the exact same. So this fight for equality is just a fallacy. Of course, I believe in people should have equal rights, equal opportunities, but that's not the world we live in. We have to deal with the hand that's given to us. Like I said, this game of life is like a game of Uno. I'm dealing with the hands that has been dealt. So when I use the cards that's been dealt and I end up dominating, you don't want to see what's gonna happen. I don't want you to say shit. This is the card that's been dealt. You know what's up. We've been raising awareness since the 60s. We've been raising awareness for how long? And I'm not one of those to complain about the state of life, the state of the system, how the system is and how bad the system is to people who look like me and others, right? Nah, I'm here to break that. We have to break down walls and build our own wings, build our own buildings, grow our own wings and fly on our own. We don't have to look for these corporations to hire us. We don't have to look for other people to feed us, because the person that feeds you could starve you. We could talk about morality all we want, but let's look at the cards that's been dealt. The same hand that feeds you could bite you. And if you're relying on someone to feed you, then that is not a strong foundation for you to live your life. And we were sent here to be free, spirited, sovereign beings. No one man should be in charge of another man's food on their plate. No one man should be in charge of another man's green in the bank. But the powers that be have so much power that we forget we have power as well. We forget that they're the minority. We forget that us as a collective can move as a force and dominate within the next few years. It doesn't take so long. People think the government or entities are unstoppable, and there's no way to break through that fictitious form of power. All it is fictitious form of power. It's a fictitious way of authority, of governing people in borders that don't even exist. This is the law. This is the survival of the fittest. And they want to take the food out of your mouth to starve you so you could be unfit. Unfit, period, and unfit for war. Unfit for the psychological war. Unfit for the spiritual war. Unfit for the war they place you in, where you're in your neighborhoods, you can't get any healthy foods, you're next to a factory, you're breathing in polluted air, the chemtrails is flying all over you, and you live in a noisy city where you can't get time to meditate. That's the war they want you in. They want you in a ghetto-like mind state. And they know who I'm talking to. Y'all know who I'm talking to. The powers that be, whether it be the bankers, whether it be the politicians, whether it be your governor, whether it be some officers, all of them. They work as a collective. They may not individually like each other, but they individually like each other when they come to dominate that behind the years, right? The powers that be is an illusion. They only have power because you give it to them. You're giving your power to them because you feel like you don't have power, and you also feel like you can't think for yourself. Like, here, think for me. But it may be fine and dandy for people who can't think for themselves, but you don't see the underlying effect of not being able to think for yourself. When you have other people who's thinking for you, then they're free to do whatever. They're free to exploit you. They're free to, you know, charge you extra, tax you higher. They're free to take everything you own just because they're stronger dog than you. It's a dog eat dog world. You know, you're approaching a pit bull with the same mannerisms as a newborn puppy. Love is love. Every dog likes me. XYZ. You won't go through the world conquering with that mentality. So you choose your fight. You want to fight, you could fight for equality, or you could fight to dominate. What side you want to be on? You can't serve two masters, and I'm here to dominate. I'm here to fuck this shit up. I compete against anyone. I compete against other YouTubers. Even though people don't like the competition, I'm here to eat. You know, I got people to feed. I got family to feed. I got friends to feed. We have aspirations. We can't get there talking all this kumbaya positivity, and then behind doors they talking something else. Nah, I'm coming at you, bro. I'm coming at you. This that heat. It is that heat. So it's a dog eat dog world. You choose what battle you want to fight. You choose what you want to stand for and go towards it. I'm not here to have everyone agree with me. I'm not here to have everyone like me. I'm here to, you know, spit a message and put these seeds in those who are listening with the power inside of them, just to let them know that come outside. It's that time to take over. It's that time. Don't beat yourself up, because that's what most of people are doing. They don't have the energy to think clearly. They're draining their energy at their 9 to 5. They're putting in 50 hours in for somebody that doesn't know them, making them rich. And they think because they held a high position that they're okay, they're safe, their children are safe, when that's bullshit. This is survival of the fittest. We have to start moving more militant. That love and positivity is getting you drunk. Y'all getting drunk in love. Y'all getting drunk in that positivity. And it's not that negativity is so bad. It's not that positivity is so good. They work with each other. And you have to be a certain alchemist to balance the two. And once you balance the two, man, you dangerous. You dangerous. So this has been More Studios. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, you guys be